Hi, these comments are for MM, and I am Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com. And you're one of my TOEFL Speaking Bootcamp course students. You've been working very hard over the last few weeks to improve your speaking, and that's exactly what you have done. Your intonation's getting better, organization getting better, you're making all kinds of improvements. So let's get ready. Let's listen to your practice test to see how you did. Okay, I'm looking at your email right now. So you say, Michael, thank you for your feedback every day. Please listen to evaluate score and provide feedback on my independent speaking practice test. You know what? Here's the key. I'll get 50 people that join my TOEFL Speaking Bootcamp course in a month or more, but only about 10 of them actually do anything with the course. So you're actually a good example of what you need to do. You have to practice. You can't just watch a bunch of videos at YouTube about how to improve speaking. YouTubers, are you hearing me? You can't just do that. You have to practice doing the speaking. You have to do practice tests. You have to get feedback. You have to monitor your progress. You make some adjustments. Little by little by little, you begin to get better. And that's exactly what you've been doing here. So here's the topic. It says some people have different careers throughout their lives. Other people do different kinds of work at different points of their lives. Which you think is better? Okay, should you do what I do? Teach TOEFL for 35 years. Or should you change and do different kinds of things throughout your life? That's the question, right? So which do you think is better? All right, let's get started. Now, here's the key. If I can listen to this whole thing without making any comments at all, I'm going to give you 4.0 out of 4 or 30 points out of 30. Now, if I got to stop it, if I have to stop the audio at any given time to comment on some issue, you're not going to get that score. So let's see how you did. 3, 2, 1.
It is better to do different kinds of work at different points of a person's life based on two reasons. The first reason is that a person's needs will change throughout her life. For instance, when I was working as a nurse, I was single and I lived alone. Therefore, I was able to do 3 shifts, including midnight shift.
Good example.
However, I have 2 children that I take care of at the moment, so it is ideal for me to work only during the daytime. The second reason is that a person can make more money out of switching jobs. For example, my husband was a researcher in academic laboratory, but now he switched to work for a company. As a result, he was able to increase his salary.
This is tough. Okay, I'm going to say you're 3.5 to 4. I'm going to say 26 to 30 points on this. Let's take a look at the rubric and see if there's any reason why I need to score it. All right, well, how many times did I have to stop the recording? 0, not one time. So this means that you have a very good response. So let's take a look at general description. Response fulfills demands of the task with at most minor lapses in completeness. It is highly intelligible and exhibits sustained coherent discourse. What does that sustained coherent discourse mean? So let's listen to part of your response.
Is that a person's needs will change throughout her life. For instance, when I was working as a nurse, I was single and I lived alone. Therefore, I was able to do 3 shifts, including midnight shift.
Okay, yeah, that's sustained, right? And you use that word therefore to kind of connect the ideas together, so that sounds like it's pretty sustained and coherent to me. Generally well-paced flow, speech is clear, minor lapses, minor difficulties with pronunciation or intonation, which do not affect overall intelligibility. Let's listen to another segment.
However, I have 2 children that I take care of at the moment, so it is ideal for me to work only during the daytime.
I like that. I have 2 children I want to take care at the moment, so it's ideal for me to work during the daytime. So your pausing was really good there. You paused after the first thought group, then you went to the next idea, you varied your tone a little bit. So that sounds like you don't really have any major problems here. So yes on general description, yes on delivery. Language use, effective use of grammar and vocabulary, exhibits a fairly high degree of automaticity with good control of basic and complex structures. Let me see if this works.
The second reason is that a person can make more money out of switching jobs. For example, my husband was a researcher in academic laboratory, but now he switched to work for a company.
Okay, but now he's switched to work for a company. So by using the word but, you're using a coordinating conjunction, which creates a compound sentence. So sometimes you have simpler, shorter sentences. Other times you have longer sentences. So I think you have effective use of grammar and vocabulary. All right? It says it's sustained, generally well-developed and coherent relationships between ideas are clear progression.
As a result, he was able to increase his salary.
So I think the two personal examples that you gave, it helps with what we call progression of ideas. You didn't talk about things in a general or a vague manner. You talked about something in a more general manner, and then you gave the example of your husband and also of your own work schedule and how you changed it to help illustrate the point you're trying to make. How about that? General description, yes, it's a 4. Delivery, yes, it's a 4. Language use, yes, it's a 4. Topic development, yes, you did it at the 4 level. Your score is 4. 0.0 out of 4, or 30 points out of 30. Nice. Very good practice. This is what you do now. You've been consistently scoring between 26 and 30 points. It is time for you to take the TOEFL test, get the 26 plus in the speaking, and move on with the rest of your life. That's exactly what it's time for you. So keep up the good work.